Well, speaking of taxes, when it comes to filing them, we all love to pay a little less, of course. But a new proposal could make tax breaks a thing of the past. It's being called the Blank Slate Plan, and it's being proposed in the Senate right now. Essentially, it would wipe out all tax credits, deductions, and exemptions with the goal of getting a simpler tax code. But our next guest says it's bad news for the average American, especially if you're a homeowner. Here to explain, real estate expert Sherry Olafson. Sherry, nice to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Clayton.
All right, explain to us exactly what is happening and how this could adversely affect homeowners.
Sure. Well, some people would argue that the blank slate is sort of legislators' attempts to remove themselves from the hot seat. I mean, essentially what they're doing is saying that every exemption, every credit, every deduction, we're going to assume is off the table now. And you've got to let us know which ones you want to put back on the table by July 26th. The impact on homeowners and also mom and pop investors could be huge, principally because so many Americans are homeowners and keep a majority of their wealth in their homes. And we know that when folks feel that they have these benefits, they're benefiting to the tune of thousands of dollars a year from the mortgage interest deduction, from capital gains exclusions, the ability to not pay income tax on real estate taxes that they pay, that sort of thing. They have a wealth effect, they have better consumer confidence, and they spend more. Those mom and pop investors are the ones who have been saving our foreclosures. They're the ones propping all of our home values up by buying foreclosures, converting them into homes, and they're doing that, taking that risk because of lower capital gains rates and the benefit of 1031 exchanges, which are all on the table now.
Yeah, let's go through some of these more specifically. Capital gains after selling a home. So right now, you have to live in a home for 2 years as your primary residence, as I understand it, right? Then you don't pay that large capital gains tax on the property. But that could be on the chopping block, and it might not be able to get that exemption anymore, right?
That's correct. There's an exclusion for homeowners up to a certain amount of money, but also investors actually pay a lower rate for capital gains when they sell homes. And we know that the more homes we can get mom and pop investors to buy, and the more we can get them to pay for those homes, the more our own home values are going to increase right now, especially, Clayton, when we still have 20% of homeowners with a mortgage underwater. We still have 6 million defaults and 4 million foreclosures. The last thing we want to start doing is dissuading those mom and pop investors from continuing to help our housing recover.
Real estate depreciation, does this apply to those who own like rental investments, that they're able to claim that depreciation?
Correct. That's mostly an issue, again, for these mom and pop investors who are benefiting significantly. And again, the more money we take out of their pockets in the form of taxes, the less willing they're going to be to help our real estate economy recover. And
finally, the big one I think that anyone who's a homeowner always looks forward to is that mortgage interest deduction. That is also on the chopping block, correct?
Absolutely. And you know what, Clayton? That's going to impact younger buyers and those first-time buyers who are already hurting. They have the smallest percentage of home purchases as it is. They're the ones really grappling with the new financing rules, inabilities to save a down payment, and that huge student debt that we've been talking about. The last thing we want to do is discourage first-time home buyers to buy a home, because they're the ones who also help the rest of us move up into newer homes. So the mortgage interest reduction can add up to thousands of dollars a year, minimum $2,000 or $3,000 for average homeowners. We don't want to be impacting that just now. These rules are slated to begin. They want to have them completed by 2014. And we know our real estate and housing is not going to recover at least until 2017. So we really don't want to play with that.
Why this blank slate may be a bad idea after all. Sherry Olafson, real estate experts, joining us this morning from Miami. We appreciate it. Thanks so much, Sherry.
Thank you.